found on this model, I'll report it. Try extrapolating its specs, equal output, mobility, and stealth to a codal. It likely contains a lambda driver. Further speculation impossible. We're in agreement then, Sosuke said. Affirmative. It's dangerous. Swift retreat recommended. You think it's possible? Negative. We're in agreement there too. The enemy was barehanded. It didn't have a single rifle or other portable weapon. The machine turned its head to the schoolyard as if it didn't see Sosuke at all, and slowly put its right hand on it. Now then, Sosuke-kun, said a voice booming out from the enemy's external speaker. It was the cool, clear, and all too familiar voice of a certain young man. I don't intend to take anybody there hostage. I don't really see the point, but I'll tell you this. This will be my last warning. Will you surrender and give me the girl? You know my answer, Sasuke reported from through his external speaker, despite not knowing his classmates in the yard could hear him. I thought not, Leonard said. But that uncooperative nature of yours, do you really think it makes you impressive? What are you talking about? Well, I really hate that kind of thing. Breaking through the silence, the enemy machine's shoulder wings unfurled, and its doors left the ground as if gravity had ceased to hold it. The air around it warped. Dust swirled, and the machine simply rose into the air. It hadn't leaped off the ground. It was simply hovering. However, somehow, the eyes in its asymmetrical head glared down at Sosuke, and the attack that followed was as powerful as a gale. Inside the van, Kaname could only watch and cry as Rave took out a medical kit and started treating Kyoko's wound. Can you save her? Yes. Are you sure? Just watch me. Ray suddenly continued her work, her hands stained crimson. Kyoko, I'm sorry, Kyoko, Kaname moaned. It's my fault, she thought. It's all my fault. Everything because I hesitated, because I couldn't decide, because of me, my best friend, the symbol of my happiness. It's all my fault. Someone save her, please, God. Don't let my best friend die. Please, I'll do anything, please. Just then she heard another voice. It was the voice of a young man trying to destroy something equally precious to her. I see that the white ass is a fine machine after all. Its maneuverability and its powers are adequate for something based on the M9, Leonard thought. I'm generally impressed by its mobility. Despite the damage it's taken, its toughness is far beyond any test model. It was clearly created with live combat in mind, but his Belial spun in mid-air, stopped and zigzagged behind the enemy machine. The laws of physics were, in a sense, his to command. He didn't have to employ the weapons mounted on his back. His hands had more than cutting enough power now. In with a spin, he sliced off the left arm of Sosuke's machine, just below his shoulder. Even as the belonged AS lost its balance, it pointed the shot cannon in its right hand at Leonard. It fired. Leonard effortlessly blocked the shot and threw it back at his opponent. A shockwave hit him. Metal fragments were flying, and the enemy's right knee bent the opposite way it should. He can't possibly win, Lennon thought, knowing who was listening. He can't beat me, who was freely communing with the Omnisphere, who can use the Lambda driver's powers to its fullest. Are you watching it? He asked her. Stop it, Kaname told him. Do you see now? Don't kill him, she pleaded. I'm very annoyed. Please, you're the only one who can stop this, said Leonard. I'll love you if you want. Your nobility, your strength. I'll try so hard, she promised him. Why are they only for him? I'll forget. Meanwhile, Sasuke refused to fall. He used his machine run remaining leg and arm to stay upright, then scrambled for cover. Escaping into the schoolyard courtyard, he fired another shot cannon shell on the way. Leonard dodged this one easily enough, soaring forward in his dark fury and blasted the next shot back to his attacker. Then he heard an explosion from behind, a directional the directional mind with a delay fuels. A silly trap after all this. He fumed to himself. The stubbornness, the sheer bloody mindness, the white AS continued to fire off its head-mounted machine guns and drew its final anti-tank dagger with its right hand. Unsightly, Leonard said out loud. Opening the weapon's bay in the Bilal's left arm, Leonard then fired the 40mm cannon within and shredded the other machine's right arm, its right shoulder, and its head. The enemy's pitiful Lambda driver was helpless to stop it. He stepped on the stomach of the enemy machine, now delimbed, decapitated, and disarmed, and tore open its chest hour beyond a set of warped, sparkling runes, screens. He could make out Sagura Sosuke's operator in the display, none of the panic that Leonard hoped to see. Instead, he just released the master stick and pointed his pistol straight at Leonard. He through the weapon screens. His face was covered in blood, but the fire in his eyes could not be extinguished. Sosuke fired, aiming at the Bilal sensors. It was truly a pathetic shot. Compared to what an AS was capable of, the best it could do was leave an annoying scum. Leonard could hear the voice of the Arbalest's AI generator shut down. All capacitors destroyed. Escape immediately. Recommend to abandon unit. And then silence. The ARX-7 has been effectively demolished. As it had lost both its arms, its right leg, and its head, its core was annihilated. A gentle breeze through the courtyard. It passed over the dying giant and the one that had conquered it. You did well, Al, said Sosuke, waving his gun. Your discharge is granted. Then he lifted the pistol and fired again. One unslightly scorch mark on the Bilal senses became two. It was like an annoying mosquito buzzing around Leonard's ear. He never felt quite this brand of annoyance before. I don't even care now. I'll crush him, Leonard thought, even as he knew deep in his skin it wouldn't give him true victory over the man. But I don't care anymore. If you refuse to submit, even now, please stop! A girl appeared in the corner of the screen. She was standing with water bushes in the courtyard, looking up at the two machines, shoulders heavy breath. It was Chidori Kaname. Stop it, she said. I'll go. With who, I wonder, Leonard mused. Her long black hair, rustled in the breeze. A long hesitation? No, her answer was clear. With you. Leonard turned his machine's head to face Sagura Sosuke and whispered, You heard her, Sagura Sosuke-kun. His blood pulled away from the Arbalest's remains to kneel down in front of her reverently. It proffered its right arm. It proffered its right hand, eyes fixed downward. The girl slowly sat down in its palm. It slowly stood up, and together they looked down at the duel's loser. Chidori, don't! Sosuke whispered. He slowly lowered his gun. It's okay now. No, it isn't. I'll be fine, and you will too. I will bring you back. His arm went limp, falling back against the warped cockpit frame. I'll bring you back to this place. The senses of Leonard's machine couldn't pick it up, but he knew that she was trembling and holding the urge to weep. He said. Through the screen, Leonard shrugged and quietly began to move. The minute he turned his back, Chidori Kaname whispered something to Sagura Sosuke. He could only see the movement of her lips. He didn't know what he said. She could hear an ambulance siren, firefighters and police as well as Rafe. Rafe was on her way to a nearby emergency hospital when something flew over her head, moving in the direction of the school. to the dark silver machine, and it made none of the sounds that would accompany rotors or a jet engine. An arm slave? She wondered. Then its ECS activated, when the machine vanished into the dull grey sky above. For a second, Riff glimpsed someone in its hand. She knew exactly who the person was. After all, she was the one who had made the decision not to stop Chidori Kaname from getting out of the van. This was in clear defiance of the Intelligence Division's orders. General Armit would never forgive her. Good grief, she thought. Once she dropped the girl off at the hospital, Riff would have no choice but to go hiding herself, somewhere far away where nobody knew her. She'd originally come out of the intelligence agencies of North Korea, so this would be her second time on the run from a former employer. Having swayed by emotion to forgetting her mission, Riff found herself reflecting perhaps she wasn't cut out of this job.